morning, YouTube. How y'all doing out there? Get back at y'all so we can do this love and hip hop thing. Now, I know I'm a little bit behind because I should have been did this video since it came on Monday and today is Friday, but that's besides the point. I've been giving y'all videos like all this week. So basically, the show starts with Yandy telling Erica's ghetto fucking ass that she cannot be her manager. She can't work with her. Well, mad wrong. You shouldn't have did it like that. I can represent you, you know. But my whole thing is, Yandy, with your dumb ass, you knew she did not like her. So why would you bring her? You representing her should have nothing to do with her meeting the chicks that you hang with. I don't understand how those two things correlate. These are your friends. This is your job. I think that she, again, brought on that fight, and that's what she should have expected out of that hood rat. So that's it about that. Rich Dollars went to meet her with Yandy at her photo shoot, and she's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she can't sing. Like, you and you don't know I love you. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'd have been in that bitch if I should stay. I would only be in the way. And but that's just me, okay? That's just my spectacular ass. You know what I mean? Whatever. If I don't think it, who's gonna think it? That's Chrissy sits down with Mama Jones to discuss with her about how Yandy decided to put her fucking nose where it did not belong. Where it did not belong. I don't understand. Like, if this is your job, this is your profession, you should know at this point that it's best for you to keep business and personal. Now, yes, you make friends with your clients and all of that type of shit, but you should not be involved in their relationships to that degree. Giving Chrissy that book about how to be a better daughter-in-law to crackhead Mama Jones is like, what the fuck moment of the episode? Like, seriously, Yandy, I understand where she was coming from with that. That shit was out of pocket. Like, where are you coming from with this? Like, she just had no place there. So, I mean, I feel like that was just, she brought that fight on herself. The next scene is Tierra Marie meeting with Chrissy, Emily, and Olivia to talk about the fight that happened when they went to the winery. So, Tierra Marie is basically running the fight down. Been showing up as a main character for a couple of weeks now, which I think her character adds a good type of dynamic, because I think she's coming from a real place sometimes, and then there are other times that I feel like, bitch, just shut up. Like this time. Eventually in the episode, she goes to meet with Kimbella to talk about the fight, and she's like, you know, you didn't come off like the chick that I thought you were, and you know, you're supposed to not let people get to you, and you're supposed to keep it classier than that. Basically telling her she handled it wrong. But at the end of the day, if it was me, I'd have bust her ass too, because she was coming too hard. She was coming too hard to just have met somebody. And I don't know how else I took them heels off and chest up to that bitch and been like, what you want to do about it? Like, why you taking my life personal? Like, get the fuck. I was on Kimbella's side with this. She came out of nowhere. But at the same time, Kimbella, you deserve that shit, bitch, because that's exactly what you did to Emily. All Erica said was, your man is fucking somebody else right now. That's what she said. And you know what? You told her I fucked your man. So that was worse, bitch. That was worse. So if you're mad, sorry. Can't handle a situation like that, but to bust that bitch in the mouth. That's karma for that ass. That is karma for that ass. Thank you. Chrissy and Jimmy in bed, and Jimmy is like, you know, what's wrong? Why you know, looking all upset? And she's like, she needs a break. She's dealing with all this bullshit. And he's like, bitch, what the fuck do you have to deal with? You don't work, you don't do nothing. What do you have to deal with? The whole argument is, this is some mind fuckery that's going on at this point, really. She's just basically wanting him to realize, I'm tired of being your girlfriend. It's 6 years. I want you to marry me. What is wrong with black men in this shit? Like, white dudes, they either gonna be a hoe forever or they gonna get married at a certain age and after a certain amount of time with a woman. And I'm not saying all black men are like that, because obviously they're not. They're not. But the ones that we see on TV and on these shows and all these celebrities cheating and fucking everybody, the impression you get is that brothers do not want to marry sisters anymore. And I feel like that's extremely fucked up, motherfucker. There's nothing else in the world at the end of the day that's more important than the people that's in your life. Get y'all fucking minds right. Get your mind right. Sorry, I went off into a rant. Sorry. But, you know, she was basically saying, I can't take this shit anymore and I need a break. But he kind of got scared because he thought that she was like, she wants a break from their relationship. She meant she wanted to get out of town. But saying it in that way assured that he got the fucking message. I understand that some people feel like, why should you have to do all of this to get a man to marry you? I feel the same way. I wouldn't be waiting all those years for a man to marry me. You out your goddamn mind. I can be the next one's wife. The next one can treat me the way I deserve to be treated. If you want to hoe, go hoe. Don't be in a committed relationship and don't want to really commit. They basically in that argument and she's like, fuck him. And she decides to get up and go to Miami with Olivia and Emily and Tierra Marie because Olivia has a show and everybody decided just to go down for the show. Jimmy was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? Kimbella and Yandy, who want to have a little fucking heart-to-heart about their family issues. Kim was like, oh my God, you know, my mom was like a doormat, you know, and she just let my father do whatever he wanted to do. And my father had kids outside of the marriage, and she was just always waiting for him. And oh, you know, women who are so desperate for a man that they'll be begging it all. Excuse me. Queen right here, like, you know, get your mind right. Like, it ain't that type of environment at all. I'm just saying. So Kimbella was basically saying that her mom was one of those women and she thinks she's become one of those women. But you are also the other type of bitch. You are also the type of bitch that'll sleep with somebody else's man. You may not be that anymore, but that's how the cookie crumbles, bitch. You do it to a woman, it'll sure enough be done back to your ass. Karma is a bitch. And then Yandy decides she wants to spill the guts about her dad being a crackhead and her mom having to take care of everything. And that's why she has to be so in control and she doesn't have a man and she can't let a man be a man. Which also, Yandy, bitch, I want to let you know that since you admitted that, you need to respect the fact that, yes, Chrissy may be technically fucking a dude, and, you know, or whatever like that for money, however you want to say it. But what type of man is not supposed to take care of his woman, regardless of whether he's middle class, rich, balling, coke dealing? Trust me, if Chrissy was really all about the money, she would have damn sure have had a baby for that nigga by now. So if anything ever happened, she was insured money. So Yandy meets with Mama Jones. She's going around this whole fucking episode crying to everybody. She went to Juliet, she went to Mama Jones, she went to Rich, talking to everybody about how she wants to quit Jimmy because of Chrissy, because now she's not being able to get in touch with Jimmy like she wants to, basically saying that Chrissy is stopping her money. But you put those words in your own mouth. She told Chrissy that, you know, Jimmy was a lack of income or some shit like that. Chrissy like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna show you a lack of income. But she started that shit when she didn't answer the phone for him when they first got into the fight. She didn't answer the phone for him and he missed out on $25,000. That's not what the fuck a manager do. If you was a good manager, bitch, if you was a good manager, then you would have made sure that that money was being made. Personal shit aside. But Jones was just like, you was wrong for giving Chrissy that book. That wasn't your place. Wrong for that. You shouldn't have did that. Nah, I wouldn't have handled that like that. You know what I mean? That wasn't your place. You know? That wasn't your place. You know? Like, bitch, you need to stop smoking them fucking Marlboro Lights. Like, she decides that she's gonna quit him, I guess. And at the end of the day, who cares?